If you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
if you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
we just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. But we all hate us cause we played it just cash. I put my money in a strong position. They try to tell me I can't win, it's just a stupid superstition. Cause when I focus, you will notice that I'm winning. We demolish every bookie, there ain't no competition. Now listen, I would never give you shitty picks and do you wrong. Come and join the Discord, tell these bets and hit the bone. Cooking up a parlay super unders and a song. We be really winning, this ain't just to make another song. So if you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
we coming in and we taking all the money.
Just cash.
They can't do nothing to stop us.
Just cash.
Hey, fuck these bookies, man.
Just cash.
They wanna limit me cause I win. Label me the enemy cause all I do is win. Just give us a try, this is where it all begins. I'm not gonna lie, all I know how to do is just win. If you love making money and wanna win,
Just
they wanna
cash.
limit me cause I win.
Just cash.
If you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash. Just cash.
Just cash.
love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. But we all hate us cause we played it just cash. Love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. But we all hate us cause we played it just cash.
Fuck, Mike. Hey, hold up. Fuck, I lost too much money on that shit. You fucking fuck off. Hey, it's just fuck.
Just cash.
Hey, what's up, E? How's it going, man? You back? Not sick anymore? Feeling good? We're back ready to win or what?
Yeah, man, we are back. It is a new week, brand new Monday, so a chance to get the grind going again. It is Just Cash. Hey.
Hands up. There we go, man. There we
That's
go. You
right.
got the hands up. I got the gunshots. We're coming ready today. Fuck all this, man.
Yeah, man, we're going to get this week started right. We got a pretty small slate and obviously just a couple of picks, but I think some ones that we felt pretty strong about and looking forward just to bounce back to the weekend. So
Yes.
keep it going. Got to keep the positivity again. We always do this. So looking for a nice little streak here again. And without further ado, if you guys do us a huge favor, make sure and hit that like button. Help us fight the algorithm. And make sure you also subscribe so you don't miss out whenever we go live. And WNBA season right around the corner. So we're definitely going to have a lot more action here in the near future.
Oh, yeah.
All right. How are you, Underrated?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I was telling you my little story over the weekend. Hit this little cannabis syrup a little too hard. So, yeah, I was a little out of it, but, you know, had a little hangover day. That was yesterday. Now I'm back ready to win again. And I see our favorite peeps up here in the chats. Big C Dot, Free Youngin, hit the like button. Kind of rhymes. Free Youngin, hit the like button. I like it. What's up, C Dot? C Dot. He says we're coming back. We're having a comeback week. He says, after a less than stellar weekend, my albino brothers, Underrated and E, back to sweep the board tonight. I can feel it in my bones. Let's fucking go. C-Dot rhymes and he doesn't even notice every time. He's a poet and he doesn't even know it. E2 says third. What's up, E2? Hey.
Yeah, what's good, fellas?
Ant's here. He says Thursday through Sunday was crazy for me, man. I hope I can keep hitting. I hope so too. Congratulations, whatever your Thursday through Sunday was. That's nice. Youngin says, Youngin? Wait a minute. SMH, I got some bad news. Well, let's hear what that news is. Whoever's there writing behind Youngin's profile. Hopefully, it's not as bad as it sounds. Q Donkey says, if you love making money and want to win. Okay. I feel it. Get a little gunshot for that one. All right, man. Let's win, man. Fuck all this. The weekend was tough. There's no denying it. It's how betting goes sometimes. Gotta roll with the punches, man. Saturday came and went. We're here on a Monday. I'm ready to win again, man. I'm ready to win again. I know you got 3 plays up there. How you feeling about these 3?
Feel pretty good, man. We're going right back to RJ here for the first play. And, he was just one of those players that he had all the chances in the world to get there for us on Saturday. And, just ended up coming up short. The guy just couldn't buy a bucket in the second half. So we did like the 15.5 points. It did open at, looks like most of the sites already moved him up to 16.5. So hopefully you guys were able to catch that value last night. And yeah, man, I mean, just, last game we couldn't have asked for anything more. He just kind of chilled at this 12 points for basically the entire second half. But, to be fair, Virginia is a pretty solid defensive team. So, it is what it is. But we're going to go right back to the well again. Another player, 68% on the season. He's been really solid, especially over the last month. And if anything over the last month tells us, if he has one bad game, it's usually followed up by a pretty solid one. So 16 points is definitely in the wheelhouse for him. And, I mean, he still had the usage. He had everything else. And I think, honestly, after having such a poor performance in the second half, even though they didn't need him down the stretch, Coach was definitely getting on to him about some of those easy looks that he missed, like the wide open layups and stuff like that were just, no excuse there. But as we digress, we're going to go right back to him here. So RJ Davis, 15.5 points, if you guys can find it. If you cannot find the 15.5, the 16.5 obviously is what it is. But I would say the PR also a solid option for him. I believe it's at 19.5. Yeah, 19.5. And I mean, same thing for that. Rebounds have been a little bit more back and forth, but we have seen some nice flashes of upside in that 4 to 5 range. So I'd probably still just stick with the points, to be honest, but 15.5 is what we were looking for.
And I saw there was one site there that still had 15.5. What was that? 365?
Yeah, I believe it was 365. Yeah. Or MGM.
Okay, MGM. All right. Well, yeah, if you can find the 15.5, guys, obviously, with a bunch of juice, maybe you can find a nice money line today. Is there a money line that's something we can toss in with that if we needed to? North Carolina going to beat Florida State for sure. What's the for sure money line play today? Do you have one?
I think, honestly, Kansas really looked kind of the best for us.
That's right. Coach was talking about Kansas, and it makes sense. What's their money line, though? Is it super shitty payout? Oh,
no,
it's not.
Okay. Minus 295, definitely not bad.
Oh, wow.
They did put a nice whooping on Colorado the first meeting. They almost beat them by like 20 or something, but it is a road game, so right. I would hope a ranked versus unranked, Kansas should be able to pull this victory out, but I would expect it to be a bit more close than it was their first meeting.
Yeah, makes sense. So Kansas, you'd probably want to put that with something else. Not even that RJ, but that was something else. Maybe today would be an interesting play. I like that. I think Kansas can get it done. Ayo's here.
Ayo. What's up, man?
He says, E- money. Underrated beats. Let's fucking go. He kept it to the minimum. And that's all we need today, guys. That's all we need today.
Yeah.
Few plays, only 4 games to bet on. Nothing wrong with it, but we're going to ease into this week. We're going to get that. We're going to get those streaks back.
We are. Yeah, I think, just it's been a curse of the Saturday specifically. Yesterday we basically took most of the day off. It was small slate, a couple ugly games, but yeah, Saturdays have been a tricky one. So with that, we're right back to, I feel like we had some pretty solid plays for today. So the confidence level is going to be right back to the all-time high.
Okay.
And we got another familiar favorite. He's been a road warrior for us, and that is Danny Wolf, 26.5 PRA. So if we take a look at Wolf so far on the season, he's only missed this in 2 games. One of them he came up just shy with 26, and the other one was a massive blowout against Purdue at Purdue. So no surprise there, but very solid player. He's been averaging almost 31 PRA so far in the road games. And for him, really the 2 things that we see elevated is the playmaking comes up a little bit more, and his field goal volume and overall scoring just takes a huge step forward. So it's kind of weird to see, this team, honestly, Michigan as a whole, all of these guys play much better on the road. And for the most part, all season, they've all had elevated lines in that regard. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some other guys also get into the mix. But Danny's been the most consistent so far this season, and something that's already, appropriate for his season metrics. But with those road splits and his production that he has, I think there's also a couple different interesting things for today. So one of them's going to be, Reuben Jones is a late Q tag. That's good to know.
Reuben Studdard?
Let's see,
Reuben Jones?
Yeah, what's up with him?
Big Rube?
Random undisclosed.
Now, he's the one who's been starting for, what was his name? Guile?
Yeah, right, Gale.
Gale. Right. They don't have Gale props, I'm assuming.
No, because he was coming off the bench and his role was kind of back and forth. But now with seeing this Q tag, though, there's a good shot that Jones is going to sit. So that would put Gale back into the starting lineup, which does a few things. So, I mean, Gale is definitely a shooter, but he's also a facilitator. And if he ends up getting the start, I think we see him probably kind of fill that void. But whenever he was with the starters, he would take a huge backseat as far as like usage. Whereas coming off the bench, he's actually seen a pretty even amount of usage across the board for him. But if he moves back in the starting lineup, he definitely is on the lower end of the pecking order. So kind of jumbles up things between him and Burnett, whoever starts there. But I think Donaldson, we'll see the same roll out of him. And then the two biggest other parts are Danny Wolf and Vlad. Now, one thing that I thought was really appealing for Danny was most teams kind of tend to really double down on Vlad and try and slow him down in the paint. Where Nebraska today, they actually might be without their other center, so they could be really thin in the front court. And most of the time, teams, like I said, have been leaning towards slowing down Vlad. So if that happens, I mean, Danny's just going to take all the shots that he can. And another thing that we've seen on the season too is Vlad, he actually makes a little bit more on the road. So a lot of that, correlates with teams doubling down on him. We're trying to slow him down. And if Danny's just going to have, single coverage against a backup center here, I think that he's going to eat them alive. So I really like all those things moving in his favor. He's been consistent, possible injury. And now, with Reuben being out too, that could just sure up some more minutes for these guys. So I like it, man. I think Danny's been solid for us. So we got to go back to him one more time here.
I'm with it. Yeah, Danny's come through for us every time. I believe we took his PR last time. He's gone over for us with the turnovers when we needed him to in the right spots. So he seems pretty consistent as far as college players go. He should get the minutes. The matchup's not too bad. Yeah, I mean, it all lines up for the play to definitely be on the list and feel pretty confident in.
I think so, man. And that was definitely something you mentioned, the assist, which I should have looked at a little bit more last game, to be honest. But with him on the road, he has a huge step forward with the playmaking. So, almost he's averaging 5 assists on the road, and which is kind of interesting that they have him at plus money for the 3.5, which I think is really, really good in our favor for the PRA overall. But yeah, man, just very consistent on these road games. 75% or better on basically all his metrics. And with him being 50% as far as scoring across the season, you look at the road games, and that also jumps up to 75%. So he's just doing it all on the road, and something we just can't ignore.
Big Danny. Okay.
Big
it's
Danny.
Fun. It's fun cheering for him too. He's funny. He looks funny. So makes it that much more fun to cheer. Go, Danny!
Go. All right, so with the same game, I did want to talk about 2 mid-tier plays here real fast, just so we can have that out there. One of them, as I mentioned with Vlad, is playmaking. They have him at, I believe 0.5 today. And although it is a very low bar, it's a normal payout, so that's kind of interesting. So 69% on the season, pretty solid, but very consistent on the road. 75% on the season, and someone who is either crushing or dropping a goose egg. 0.5, really low sweat, good payout. Don't mind that. And then the other one's going to be Trey Donaldson, is 1.5 threes made. Now, traditionally, all season, we've been attacking Nebraska from the three-point line. You can see they're, 352nd worst against the three-point shooting. So I do like him. I like the percentage, the hit rating, 70%, and I believe 75 on the road. Yeah, 75 as well on the road. So I think this is a great spot for him. My only concern, especially now with that injury news, is two things. One, Trey, he's been kind of lackluster as far as the field goal volume. The last couple of games, he's been around the 3 to 4 range. So the volume's kind of taking a hit there. But also, if Roddy Gale starts, he is kind of a spot-up shooter, and he could take away some opportunity for that. But with that being said, Trey's been pretty solid with this. It is a 1.5 line, so at least honorable mention for those two mid-tiers.
Okay. E2 says, Youngin, bro, Youngin, we're here for you, big dog.
Yeah, man. Can't wait till Youngin's back full-time.
Yeah, I hope that news isn't bad. Q Donkey says, Jawan Roberts rebounds.
Yeah, I believe I posted some mid-tier plays as well in the Discord. I think that was one that I had. Let's see. Maybe not.
I don't see it.
All right. Let's take a look at Juwan.
Okay.
Oh, so I actually was looking at him right before we hopped on. It is going up against Texas Tech, but he's been really solid with the rebounds. So let's talk about that here real fast. The scoring, a little bit back and forth. I know he was a popular play because of last time they played against Houston, he absolutely went off. Or last time they played against Texas Tech, he went off. But that was also without Toppin basically playing that game. He only played 4 minutes, and then he ended up sitting the rest of it. So do keep that in mind. That was basically a totally different game. I get that Houston or Texas, they don't do a lot of doubles, so he will have a fair amount of single coverage. The rebounding, though, is very interesting. He had 7 in that last game, but again, without Toppin playing. And if Toppin's back, he's been shooting the ball a lot. So I think there's a lot of rebound potential upside. Granted, on paper, it doesn't look that pretty, but he's been really consistent so far this season. I'm kind of surprised that he is at 5.5. I'm hoping maybe you're looking at a 4.5 line, because that would be fantastic. He's minus 250 for that. That kind of stinks. But I will say, it looks like as far as hit rating, it doesn't really matter the 4.5 or the 5.5. So, same percentage there. 4.5 would be perfect, but the payout's going to suck for it. Honestly, I don't mind, man. I think the PR is something of interest, but the rebounding is definitely interesting. We just need Toppin to go out and play some minutes, and if he's shooting the ball like he has been lately, he should see a lot of opportunity here. Let's check the road splits. Yeah, another 75% guy, so really consistent as far as, being a rebounder. 2 games that he missed. One, I believe, he just missed. So only 2 games there. He had 4, and everything else just looked pretty solid. So, yeah, I don't mind that.
Okay, there we go. Sean the Don Drake is here.
Yo, what's up, man?
He said, hey guys, sorry haven't been around. Been busy. Need one final play for my underdog streak. I've hit 10 spots. I need one more. Damn.
Oh, man, way to bring the pressure.
10 spots? Big Sean, damn, bro. Congrats for at least getting there, man. I would, if I was you, just off of first thought, if you really got 10 spots you've hit, I'd chill and wait. Wait till you know the one. You can wait as long as you want on those, right?
Yeah, you can sit on those for a little bit here. It's a pretty small slate today. I think we felt pretty confident about our plays so far. So, if you want to use one of these in there, that's up to you. But Tuesday is the big day, or the next big day for college basketball. So we'll have a lot more stuff tomorrow.
Here's Youngin's bad news. 95% they add time for my phone. They snitch.
Oh, hopefully not, man. We need you back sooner than later, man.
Yeah.
Miss you.
We'll cheer for the 5%. We are bettors, so we've seen those 5% hit. We'll be cheering for that. AOD says, "Don't dream, it's over." Yeah. All right. Well, Danny Wolf looks good. RJ Davis looks good. We're at 19 likes, man. We only need 6 more for our good luck today. That's pretty damn easy. Sean says, "Okay, cool. I'll wait." Yeah, I'd wait, Sean. If you're really 10 deep, man, might as well wait till you get that play. You know the plays. Definitely should wait. Wait until you feel something that's just, you know the play. It's one of those ones that just you feel 80, 90% sure of. Wait for that for sure. Okay. So yeah, man, Youngin, hopefully we get good news soon. We need some good news. We're at 20 likes, 5 more to go. 1 more play for Big E to get through. Old Darian Williams, eh? This is an interesting matchup too. Texas Tech, Houston. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, this should be a really good game here. So I'm excited to see this rematch. And again, with Toppin actually playing this game, it should make things a lot more interesting because they were able to hold their own against them last time without him. So it's going to be real interesting with him playing. But next up, we got Darian Williams, his 3.5 rebound line. So we did get the hand slapped in the cookie jar this last game. We played Josh Jefferson for the same rebound matchup, same rebound spot. Although his was a 5.5 line, and even though he should have gotten us there, man, that was so frustrating to see. Now we get a 3.5 line for somebody who also has just been absolutely crushing this. So looking at him so far on the season, he's averaging over 5.5 rebounds on the season in general, or 5.3. Yeah, no, 5.5 on the season in general, but he's averaging just over 5.6 on all the road matchups, and he stood out a lot, I think, because of how much he's been able to exceed this rebound spot in a lot of these games. So it's not like, he's just he's just creeping by with just 4 and 4. No, I mean, we're talking 6, 8, a lot of 6s. I'm seeing a lot of 6 rebound games in here for him. In the first meeting, he did only have 4 rebounds, but it was kind of, a lineup adjustment on the fly, and he ended up facilitating a lot more. So I will say also, shout out, honorable mention for his 6.5 RA that they had on Underdog. But the rebound line, very consistent, 87% so far this season at home, and he's just been able to do his thing. So the minutes a bit back and forth on him, but this game, think they're going to need him out there again. And with Toppin also not being able to sustain playing over 30 minutes, there's a ton of time that they get off the court from each other. So usually in that duration, that's where he's really thriving on the glass. And with how Houston plays a lot of single coverage, I think it would be a lot easier for him to get some potential offensive rebound opportunity here, which is something he's really been thriving on too. 3.5 is just way too low of a line for him. I mean, exceeding this 87% so far at home, and then on the season, still 81%. So this guy is doing it a lot. 3.5 is way too low.
I like that. So maybe we can put that with Kansas money line. What do you think? Or is it not necessary? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think you could totally consider that. Let's see, Danny was a normal payout. RJ, if we could even get maybe like an alternate line for him, that would be kind of nice. It's something like even this, 14-5. We could find something like that. That wouldn't be bad.
And then put Kansas with it, you mean? Or do you mean with...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So, Gonna keep it pretty high in sight, like I said, as far as the plays. I did have another pretty solid. I mean, I feel like it's a really good mid-tier play, and one that I just wish I knew for sure how many minutes he was going to play. But let's talk about Ian Jackson here real quickly. So it's kind of crazy to see any player, but also a guard with a 2.5 RA line. Now, they have his rebounds at 2.5, which is something that he's been over 50% so far on the season, but the RA line, very appealing at 2.5. So 78% on the season is really solid to begin with, but you look at his road splits, and he jumps all the way up to a 90% hit rating. Few things about this, though, just to kind of give you some context. One is the minutes that he was playing was definitely a bit more on the elevated side, but in the games that we've seen where he does play under 20 minutes, he's also still been able to get there. So some of it is a bit misleading as far as how many minutes he could play, and that's the only reason why this isn't my favorite play on the board in general. If you take a look at the last couple of games, too, you can see that, he did play 18 minutes this most recent game, but there was also a 16, and the 21 and the 22 is kind of meh. But if this guy plays over 20 minutes, he is getting this prop. He's done it all season so far. And the few games that he missed, it was just really, really low minutes. So if he's playing over 20 minutes, 2.5 RA is just wildly low. And I gotta like the home road splits here, man. 90%, that's hard to ignore. So honorable mention, Ian Jackson, 2.5 RA.
Okay. And Q Donkey says he agrees with it. He says also Ian Jackson at 0.5 assists. Getting one is wild.
Yeah.
So same kind of idea there. Either way, huh? 0.5 is, oh man, it's one of those ones again. You hit the button and you don't even watch the game because you're going to go crazy cheering for an assist. But, I mean, makes sense. You just need those minutes, like you said. Mm-hmm.
If we were going to take a 0.5 assist, besides Vlad, like we talked about earlier, the other one that really, really stood out to me, now the payout is definitely something you're going to have to parlay with, but Seth Trimble, 0.5 assist, very, very live, 80% so far on the season, and also a player who on the road sees elevated 88%. A couple of spike games here in the mix, but still very consistent. Only missed one game so far. The only thing about him now is either last game or 2 games now, he got moved back to the bench, so he is splitting time on court with Ian Jackson, and between the two of them, they kind of go back and forth as far as like who's a playmaker, who's more of a rebounder, and all that. So those unknowns are kind of putting them into the mid-tier for me, but I think very sharp looks for a couple of low lines.
And you said his payout was shitty, but I looked up and it says minus 137. Is that wrong? Is that like one of those Prizepicks things, or?
No, Underdog had him at like a point. Yeah, see this 0.7.
Oh, what was the outlier thing you were just looking at? I swear it said minus 137.
He might have just adjusted because that was at 0.7.
What's that 60% boost you got over there?
Man, see, they would add this. Bro, I've been looking all damn day, and they would add this after I've entered all my shit.
60%. Damn, they love you.
Apparently.
What's your, do you got a limit on those? You can do a 3-pick 60% or 2-pick 60% and just la 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 la. That's pretty fun.
It varies from slate to slate. Like the, over the weekend, I think I was pretty well uncapped. And last time we did the boost, I think I had a $250 limit on one player.
Okay, that's not bad. I mean, they're giving you 60%. That's a nice deal. But yeah, I feel you. You already put in your stuff.
Yeah, so is this dude really... There's no way he's at minus 130 on here. That has to be for like... Yeah, okay, yeah, Goblin. I'm like, there's no way he's that cheap. Yeah, this looks more accurate. Okay. Yeah, so I think this one would be better on Flip or a book or something where we could just pair that with like Kansas or whatever.
Peo says, love isn't always on time. Not sure what that means.
Toto.
Oh. Hey, so what did you just find there? Because I was reading his comment. Was that Trimble assist good to play by itself, or do we need to pair it with something?
Yeah, you definitely have to pair it.
Okay.
The
so that minus 130
just move.
That minus 137 was BS.
It was a Goblin.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, so he's like minus 200, give or take.
Gotcha. All right, guys. Well, we're at 20 likes. We need 5 more likes today, guys, to get our winning streak started back up. Because last week, the end of the week went a little rough. E was sick, and, obviously you're feeling sick. You're not going to be able to put in the energy you could put in when you're not sick. So I know you're back. I've noticed you got a little energy today, so that's good. I think we're back. So let's get 5 more likes, guys, and we'll start this Monday off right. Even though it's a small slate, tomorrow we got a lot of games, right?
Yeah, tomorrow will be a nice healthy slate again.
Okay.
And here I'm gonna type in the YouTube chat at least.
I think
Let me
these are the type of days where they put a lot of props up tonight for tomorrow. So this is when you get some good value. I can feel some good value is going to pop up tonight. You see Dylan Harper ball out last 2 games too? He's back.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, he's back. He heard you, bro. You were like, I'm never doing it again. Okay, one last try, and he did it. So he's back. Back in your good graces.
Yep, and Ace Bailey just continues to be just absolute shit.
I don't know what the hell's going on with him, man. That's crazy. And he's going to be the number 2 pick in the draft?
No shot.
You don't think?
No.
3? He's not going to be under 3. You know that, right? No matter how bad he does. For some reason, he's always number 2 or number 3 in everyone's projections.
Personally, I'd be surprised if he goes top 5.
Wow.
I honestly, dude, I think people are going to look at this stretch down the season and be like, what the hell happened to this guy?
I know, it is weird. He still has the talent, though.
Yeah, and for a team that's not even going to make the tournament or the postseason, like God forbid another 2 players like have a breakout postseason or something like that. He's just going to get lost in the sauce, man. They're going to look at his season and be like, you started really, really well, and then there was this huge hit in the middle of the season, and then the second half was the worst of your. It might even be the worst of his college career.
It's been pretty bad.
I'm genuinely curious now that we're talking about this.
It's been bad.
Oh, he's a freaking freshman. Yeah, so he's just, one of those players who's got growing pain. So I like him. What we're seeing down the stretch of this season, I'm very disappointed with because he looks so good to start the season. So we'll see. I think next year is going to be a completely different year for him. Completely different.
I think I agree with Ant. Ant says Harper's going to steal the second pick from Bailey. He's definitely going top 3, though, because his hype is too crazy. I agree. I think, man, just the way that they talk about him, he's still going to go 3. I think it's his height, and the shots he does end up making just are off the chain. Like, a lot of times he just looks amazing, and he just looks really bad sometimes. So I think scouts and the way the NBA looks at players, I don't fucking know like what they do 100%, obviously, but something about the way he does do when he does do good, the potential's there. So they're like, yo, dude's 18. We can just hone down that potential, get him consistent. He can be that guy. Because when he was scoring 30 like a month ago, I was watching him and I was going, damn, bro, this guy's. I mean, I know it's silly to say, but he's Kevin Durantish when he's on. It just something about him, the way how tall and skinny he is, and how he can shoot so well for being so tall. Rebound, he's actually a good rebounder. Even his rebounds, like what happened to that? Remember he was getting like 8 to 12 rebounds for a while. Then all of a sudden, just crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a lack of care or maybe he's just not trying nearly as hard. But the usage rating and everything has definitely come down a lot for him. So I think we're just seeing a player, a new guy in the league who hit his stride there for a while and then has just started to level out a little bit more gradually. Well, normally you would see kind of a gradual. Whereas he basically just kind of fell off a cliff right here, and it's just been bad ever since compared to what he's done earlier in the season. So I think for him right now, it's just, one of those situations where it's too early to make any kind of, true long-term prediction. But I like what we saw at the beginning of the season. I just would like to see that sustained more throughout the season,
Yeah, definitely. I agree with Ant, though. I think he'll be 3 now, unless he goes crazy here at the end. C-Dot says, hit the like and join the Discord. Third Tier Sports been popping in the Discord. Soccer and tennis been lit in all caps. That's real, too. DZ and Jom and Zamboni, they've been killing in tennis. DZ's been killing in soccer. So we had a tougher last 3-4 days in college basketball. When the NBA came back, it seemed like I don't know exactly. We just had an off Saturday, and it kind of just throws shit off when you have one day that's off. Even though we've been murdering all season long, we have a couple days here and there. just got to get right back on top. But yeah, C-Dot, appreciate you, bro. Lots of winning going on in the Discord still, so definitely jump in, guys, if you haven't yet. We're at 20 likes still. We need 5 more. And we got a few more questions here, E, if you want to get through them. Not sure what else you want to do. Want to jump into these?
Yeah, we can answer a few questions, and then we'll probably bounce out of here a little bit early since it is a smaller slate.
Okay. Jacob Robinson, what's happening? He says, JT, any lines y'all like from him today? JT Toppin, your favorite.
Yeah, man. Yeah. If it was anything but the matchup, I think he's a smash play today. His PRA line is still just way too low. I mean, he's been... The only thing holding him back, man, is the minutes. It's literally the minutes. If this dude can go out and play 30 minutes, his lines are just so low, it's not even funny. But yeah, the 25.5 PRA looked very solid. 70% so far on the season, but he's one of the players who also, I refuse to play him on the road for the rest of the season. He just cannot play on the road, apparently. But at home, very, very solid player. Been 85% hit rating so far, and it hinges on the minutes, man. It's literally the minutes. I mean, every game that he's played over 30 minutes, which is so wild to see, bro. Tell me how this guy can barely get over 25 to 28 minutes and then plays a 54-minute double overtime game. How does that even happen?
They were like,
know.
We need you out there. Iowa State, big game. We need you out there, buddy. Stay out there. I love you. And then next game, shits the bed. I don't know, man. It seems weird. It seems like something with the coach where he doesn't like him or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Something with that. But one thing that I did really like to see, though, is at least in 3 out of the last 5 games, he has played over 30 minutes. So there's definitely a good shot that he can play 30 minutes.
Yeah.
The matchup is going to be a tougher one. I mean,
It's
Houston
super tough, but his lines are not too high for him, knowing what he can do. I know, but that's why it's interesting today. That is a really fun game to watch. Texas Tech is decent, bro. Like they're good. They've overachieved for sure. Ant the Kid says LMFAOOOOOO. See the KD comparison? Yeah, I know. I said KD. I didn't mean it. But honestly, he has shown me a few times where I was like, wow, he just did that. And he's 18, so I get it. But yeah, I digress back to Big Toppin. What were you going to say? Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. You were talking about how good Texas Tech is. And I mean, they beat Houston at Houston the first game without Toppin. So, I mean, let's just think about now with him being back, what could that really look like? And I like him, man. I mean, anything but the matchup, I would absolutely love this play, but it is very much so in his wheelhouse. So if we can get these 30 minutes, this guy is going to smash that.
If you were to take one, what would you take a shot on? Is it PRA?
Yeah, PRA had the highest hit rating at home for him.
Okay. Shootball says Ace is still a top guy. Jet Howard sucked at Michigan and still went high. Yeah,
I know, which is so crazy.
Those NBA scouts or whoever, man, they know how to pull the talent out of people. So I guess they just see the raw talent that they have and they go, hey, I need that guy. Because I guess when you get those certain players, they don't just pop up every now, all the time. So when they see a guy like that with that potential, they just want to take that chance, I guess. But hey, we'll see. But yeah, he's definitely been shit in the bed more lately. Last 2 games weren't too bad, at least 14 and 18. But we want to see him get 28, 25, 30.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, I think that is about it for today. I believe we're caught up on all the questions, comments too. So how many likes we get? Is it 20 or 21 still?
We're at 22. We need 3 more, guys. Ant says some people still believe Bailey's better than Flag. Crying out loud. Crying face. I know. I cried for that too. Let's be honest. Nobody's watching him for. They just see him making a tough mid-range with three dudes on him and call him the next KD. Yeah. I feel you. I'm one of those people. But I definitely didn't call him the next KD, but I definitely saw the potential when I seen a few things that he's done. We're at 23! But I feel you, Ant. I feel you.
Yeah, next year, honestly, is going to be super exciting to actually see these players.
24!
With the season under their belt.
Yeah.
Flag and Ace are going to be really interesting next year, I think.
Yeah, definitely. What about Harper? Think Harper's going to be good in the league?
Yeah. He's really shown to be consistent, and which is one thing that I like about him, especially down the stretch. We talked about him last time that even though he crapped out on us that one game where he came up short, he was still trying. So
yeah.
The usage, the volume, like the whole try-hard mentality has been at least something consistent for him, and you can't ask for anything more out of these college guys.
We're at 24 likes. The 25th like is usually the best luck of the day, so whoever hits that 25th like, guys, good luck for you times 10. Eric says, know who else been shit in the bed? Cooper Flag. Eric's being mean to Coop. E2's being mean to Coop.
Well, I mean, in all fairness, I know he's been letting some people down, and this last game, I don't think anybody expected Illinois to get smacked down that hard. So
that's what I'm saying. He's not shitting the bed. His team is just winning so much he doesn't have to do shit. He's doing great.
Yeah, and it's the games that he doesn't play over 20 minutes or over 30 minutes. That's the big question mark for what
25.
he's actually doing.
Whoever hit that, whoever was that.
Hey.
Hell yeah! All right, we got to that 25, and whoever just hit that is fucking gonna kill today. Let us know how you do tomorrow. Whoever just hit that 25, because that's been an interesting thing. Whoever has hit the 25 has done well.
May there be a sweep in your future.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so I don't know, man. I think Cooper's still been doing really good for what he's put up there. Do you think Duke's going to win it all? Because I haven't been into college basketball as much as I have this year in a long time, and I used to do those little 64 tournament little brackets, but I didn't know shit. Now I'm like interested. It doesn't matter. It's not like I'm going to win now that I know more, because you know how that shit goes. But do you think Duke's going to win it all?
I think they have a real good shot to win it all. I definitely have them, barring any crazy like first round matchup. I think they'll make it into the Final Four.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a couple of teams who are really, really performing well down the stretch, and the top 8 I think is going to be really, really interesting to see.
So you got Auburn and Duke. Who's in the top? Who's two more? What's the top 4? I know it's Auburn and Duke.
I mean, Texas Tech, I think, has got to be an honorable mention, at least somewhere up there.
Oh, Houston.
Yeah, Houston for sure. So the only problem with Houston is their defense is so good, but their offense sometimes it really kind of falls on the back of two guys. A majority of the scoring is coming from 2 guys a night. So they do need some more help from their bench, which has kind of been a problem for them. But I mean, if their starters are going out and playing 35 to 38 minutes a night, and I could see them being able to sustain that. It's just really their offense has been kind of their Achilles heel in their bench. So they need to work on that a little bit more.
Right. Jacob Robinson said, I think I was the one who hit the 25. That's what's up, man. Good luck. I hope you kick some ass today. And he says, hope we all have a good day. So that's what's up. Good energy. Ant says, I hope Duke wins. They just play in the weak ACC, so they might not be battle tested enough. Good point. Shootball says St. John's. Man, I like St. John's too. I like Maryland. I like St. John's. But St. John's, yeah, they got a shot.
Yeah, the Johnnies will definitely make I think a nice playoff push. They've been a team that's just been wrecking and competing with teams on their opposing turf too.
Yeah, they continuously keep winning. And it's funny because they keep being down in the first half, and they keep having legendary comebacks, man. Legacy wins at the end. They keep doing it too against really good teams. That coaching matters. Hey, Patino, eh? C-Dot says we should do a bracket competition in the Discord. I agree. You know what we should do, guys? Maybe we should do like a bracket thing for everyone on YouTube if you guys want to. You don't even really join the Discord. I mean, you can always do the free trial and jump in if you aren't involved, but We can we should do a little bracket in the Discord like he was saying, and have everyone from YouTube do it too if you guys want to, and have a little prize that would be interesting. I don't know what it would be. I don't know if it's money or free lifetime membership or I don't know, something, but that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Ant the Kid says Florida and St. John's. Yeah, Florida. Sleeper team for the tourneys, Maryland, says Ant. Yeah, I love Maryland, bro. Maryland and St. John's are my favorite teams. I can't lie. They're dope. Alrighty. Well, had a little chit chat about the college games and all that. Ant says he'll join the bracket challenge for sure. Cool, man. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. And then by the time that's over, it'll be almost WNBA time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Then the other real portion of our year begins. Super excited about that.
Oh yeah, with the new team, new players on different teams. Caitlin, big Caitlin on her second season. Woo-hoo-wee. I'm calling MVP. What's the future money for that? I need that.
I think she was second behind Asia Wilson.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for this year?
Yeah.
Coming up? Oh, shit. Give me that. I thought she'd be number one for sure. Alrighty. Well, I'll let you get out of here. We can go check out some games. We got 26 likes today. Appreciate you guys a lot. We're going to get this winning streak back right now. So let's get it, guys.
Yes, sir. It starts tonight.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all hanging out as always. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate everyone who is subscribed to the channel. Again, make sure you are also in the Discord. Links down below. Still running the 7-day free trial for that. All right. Appreciate y'all hanging out as always. We're going to get out of here. Good luck tonight. Hopefully we're seeing some green, and we'll catch you guys back here tomorrow. Peace.